1 2 1 2, man. It's your boy Big Sauce in the building. Thank you for tapping in. I appreciate you, man. It's gonna be a beautiful ride, beautiful day. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for tapping in, getting with me, seeing what's happening. Um, Actually working on some things right now. Trying to make sure I can get this pod out to as many people as possible. You know, the good content, the good info. You know what I'm saying? Let people see what's real, see what ain't real, and go from there. But yeah, I hope everybody's had a great weekend, had a great couple of weeks full of holidays. I had a great time with the holidays. I always take the time to kind of enjoy it, lay low off social media a little bit. Got with the family, kicked it with the family, you know what I'm saying? Really chilled, enjoyed myself. But it is good to get back to work, you know what I'm saying? I was sustainable with a few old videos. That was real sustainable, but nah, it's good to get back to work. It's good to get back to work. The holidays are always good for me. I don't have no beef with them, but holidays are always good for me. I don't have no beef with them. But that second week, I do get a little lazy. That's why I try to go so hard in the gym. That second week, I do get a little lazy. I ain't gonna hold you. But for the most part, I be pretty good during the holidays. It's good to chop it up, be around family, sit up with family. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's good to be able to do that, kick it, know who you with, know who you people, and just go from there. I used to be all sad during the holidays. I ain't really like that no more. I'm a little more enthusiastic about the blessing of just being having my family with me. You know what I'm saying? Just the blessing to be able to be like we all together, we kicking it. You know what I'm saying? Like at some point you gotta realize like that's really what life about. Once you can become that person and start realizing, hey, life is better. We here now, then you're gonna be all right. And then you gotta appreciate God. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get in positions where you feel like you endured the struggle, not knowing God got you through the struggle. So sometimes it's just good to kind of get out yourself and embrace God, see what's really happening. Concrete Genius Pie, follow me on all socials. We tapping in right now. We tapping in. We here with it. We winning. God is good. You know what I mean? How y'all gamblers been doing? Y'all been betting or y'all just been chilling? I really been chilling for real. I'm trying to get my gambling under control, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm all right with it. I ain't bad, but I could be a lot better. Straight up. I could be a lot better. And the crazy thing is I do so much so many other things. I do so much talking. And the main thing I really need to be doing if I just focused on gambling, but I talk about gambling more than I actually gamble. So that's kind of be throwing me off. Anybody want to tap in, hit me in the chat, see what's happening. I can see I know it's coming through, so must be on there. Yeah, tap in, hit me through the chat. See it's a little bit delayed, but nothing major. Follow me on all socials at Concrete Genius Pod, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm a little moody sometimes. Sometimes I be in a bad mood. I ain't gonna hold you. I probably should be in a better mood considering everything that God got me through. But man, that's the thing about having like when you be depressed and shit, or you feel like you got mental illness or something, then you can't really you don't really know when you're gonna be upset or depressed and shit. Like it's really hard. So you just gotta keep going. That's why I don't judge people, man. You don't know who depressed. You don't know who going through what, man. You gotta leave people the fuck alone, bro. Like life too hard for people. So many people fight silent battles, and then you get in your feelings about the way somebody ain't coming through for you. You might not have been coming through for that person. You don't know what that person dealing with, man. That's the one thing about becoming grown. You understand that so many people fight through so many silent traumas, and you can't be selfish. You know what I'm saying? You can be selfish in the fact that you got to protect yourself, but you also got to be kind to those who you love, like what they may be going through, what their mind may be going through. And that's the thing. Like, you could want to be happy sometime when you battle, like when you deal with things mentally, you could want to be happy, want to be in a good mood, and it just don't be there, you know? And those are people you got to pray for. Even me. Like, shit, for real. I ain't perfect at all. But I do I show constant love and I show constant motivation. I put out positive frequencies in the world. So stuff like that, I feel like that's the stuff God gonna heal me. That's why God kind of watch my back. Look out for me, you know what I'm saying? Follow me on all socials at Concrete Genius Pod, man. We live. I appreciate you. I always tap into the chat, man. You can tap in on my live. You got something you want to say, you want to come in with the thoughts, you got some opinions, you're more than welcome to drop your opinion on my content, my pod. Whatever, man. I love you. I ain't really funny acting. You can stop by and say whatever you want to say for real. Follow me on all socials at Concrete Genius Pod. And I want to start off by saying I appreciate all the positive responses I got when I was talking about Black love. I feel like a lot of people don't understand how important Black love is and what it means, right? And when you're talking about Black love, right, you really got to understand that it's a struggle for everybody. You know, we all in this together. And we all care about each other enough to love each other. But all this man versus women, women versus man, that's just babble for the uneducated. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, we all in this together, whether you like it or not. I don't care how black you think you are, how black you think you're not. We all in this together, straight up. So at some point, we got to get on the same team, man, and do this thing together. We really do. And what I want, like when I want to bring people together, I want to try to heal some of the things that's fractured in our community, right? No fanfare, no disrespect, just conversations from real people where we could kind of really get an understanding about ourselves as black people and how we feel about each other and what we mean to each other and our struggles and the struggles that we may have loving each other, learning each other, the struggles we may have as parents, the struggles we may have as children. All these struggles I feel like are essential to the black community. And it's expectations in the world. It's expectations from your kids. It's expectations from your parents. It's expectations in the dating world, who you want to date. It's expectations in a relationship. It's expectations in a marriage. So I think my plan is to accelerate these discussions in a way that's helpful to everyone, that's organic, that's non-confrontational, but honest. It may be a little rough for some people to hear the truth, but we need to understand emotional boundaries in the black community. We need to work on our communication styles and how we talk to each other. We got to work on accountability on both sides, right? It's too many times when you get into these discussions about black people and how we need to love each other, where it's like, y'all men do this or y'all women do that. And people speak from a trajectory of how they've been hurt. Well, if you come into the conversation judging all men by the men you done selected, you starting off wrong. Just like if you coming in the conversation and you judging all black women by the women that you've dated, that's not fair either. So I think we have to like learn how to have these discussions and not play the blame game. Like everybody want to put blame on other people to absolve themselves of blame. And part of the reasons why your love life ain't where it want to be at some point is your fault also. It's either who you decided to be with, who you didn't decide to be with, or things done in a relationship that could have been better or could have been a prevented and could have been a waste of time. So I think everybody has a voice in this, and I think it can help me because I'm married, but I also have ups and downs in my relationship. Now, fortunately, we ain't the kind of couple to really go out talking about our business. So we talk our things out. But in talking those things out, it's allowed me to help other people, other guys who marry, other guys who dating, other people who've been in position, women, female family members who dating, who've been in positions. And they just want to know the truth and know what everybody got going on. So if you're interested in being a part of this conversation, when we talk about communicating in the black community, black love, black healing, make sure you tap in, hit my DMs, and let's rap. You know what I mean? Don't be waiting to the last minute. I need you to tap in and really let me know what's going on. Concrete Genius Pie, man. Follow me on all socials. Follow me on all socials. Concrete Genius Pie. I know y'all ain't still eating. I ate some pizza this morning. I ordered that pizza Friday. But what happened was I ordered two veggies. I ordered one veggie and then I ordered a different kind of veggie with the red sauce for my wife. I don't eat red sauce. And when I first got there, they made two of them like mine with the pasta, avocado sauce, whatever it is. And and that was fire. It was fire. Like it was some of the best shit I ever ate in my life. And so I'm like, I ate something this morning. I'm like, damn, it's 2 o'clock. I'm still eating leftover pieces, nigga, from Friday. I'm like, I don't know if that's some fat shit or that's just some shit where I'm just hungry as hell right now. I'm trying to make sure this live stream on YouTube is work. I mean, on Facebook is working how it's supposed to because that's part of my thing. I'm trying to herd all my people in the same direction. And I hate for TikTok to be missing out on my things. You know what I'm saying? I hate to be missing out on my what you call it, or what's going on. But Concrete Genius Pod, man, tap in with me, tap in with me. NFL playoffs a little tricky, but I ain't gonna tap into that right now. I'm gonna go more into this black love thing. I think the first thing we gotta understand, right? Y'all don't be getting no love on that joint. I'm going over here to the book. Yeah, first thing we gotta understand, we gotta understand That it's the way we talk to each other, right? If you talk to people like they ain't shit, those are the kind of people you're gonna either be around somebody with low self-esteem or somebody that's gonna talk to you like you ain't shit back, right? So the first thing we gotta do before we start talking about healing the community, helping the community, we gotta make sure we good on our own, like we good in the field inside with whatever we got going on, not just thinking we good, but knowing we good. Cause a lot of people, they mental health, that shit come from shitting on other people. And you wanna avoid people like that, right? You wanna avoid people who gotta shit on you to feel good about themselves. Excuse me, you don't want to be around that person at all. That person means you no good. I ain't gonna hold you. You want to be around people who have taken the time to examine all their demons. So you got to really get up in the closet. You got to really get up in the attic and clean out your own brain before you really get into a relationship. Because if not, you're going to not be able to get over things, or you're going to be putting up with things that you don't really want to put up with. And I don't care if it's a male-female sexual relationship, but it could be a woman-on-woman, just platonic friendship, right? It could be a male-on-male, a guy, hey, man, that's my homie, man. I'm going to take him under my wing. You got to really be at peace with yourself before you start helping people, because your gauge is going to be off if you're not. You know what I'm saying? Either you're going to be too hardcore, or you're going to lean too much and let them get away with some shit. You know what I mean? And you want to have a balance about the way you treat people, but also with the way you allow people to treat you, right? And sometimes to protect our lack of boundaries, or because we got so many emotional things we ain't fixed, we use being mean to people as a coping mechanism. And you don't want to be that person, right? You don't want to be that person. Like that ain't what you want right now. You want to make sure you get to the point where you the person who got an understanding with yourself, knowing what you want for yourself, but still knowing that, like, all I got is me, right? But then also knowing that, like, it's okay to you know, be kind to somebody. It's okay to lend a helping hand to somebody. It's okay to be compassionate to the world, but you gotta get your emotional shit balanced, right? You can't do it too much one way or the other. Concrete Genius Pod, man, get a copy of my book, The Game Changer, 8 Tips for Men to Find Peace. Available at Amazon.com. You want to check out Amazon, it's available at Amazon. Or you could just hit me up. I'll send you a copy. We could do that like that. Whatever's working for you, we could do it like that. But just make sure you get a copy of my book, The Game Changer, 8 Tips for Men to Find Peace. We kind of go from there. I'm wondering, man. Concrete Genius Pie, man. Hold on. Y'all wondering, man. I want to know about how y'all feel about. And let me get my IG shit.